Hello and welcome back to World Traveler Cooking, the show where we explore interesting cuisines and dishes from around the world. Today we are going to make Soubise sauce, or sauce Soubise. Although I'm probably completely butchering the French, as usual. This is a close relative of bechamel, bechamel sauce, and bechamel is typically seen as one of the mother sauces, so this is a good viewpoint for mother-daughter sauce theory, very much like hollandaise versus béarnaise, for example. So, like a bechamel, we are going to use flour. This is 35 grams of flour, 30 grams of butter, about 75 grams of onion. This is a little more than I need, so maybe I won't use it quite all of it. Half a liter of milk, and I'll dust it with just a little bit of freshly ground nutmeg. This will be relatively quick, very simple. Again, this is towards the end of the French sauces series. That the whole sauces series will probably be completed next year. That's largely because the Maltese sauce video has had to be delayed due to seasonality of one of the critical ingredients. So let's go ahead and get started. This will actually not take very long. So first we will add our butter to the saucepan, and then I'm going to add my onions right away. Now you can finely chop these if you like. There are a few different ways that people sometimes do the sauce. I have opted to kind of go with an intermediate area between dicing and like an M&C. Just because that way they're broken up a little more in the final sauce. Now, we're going to stir these around and cook them for maybe another 10 minutes. We want to cook them down a bit, but we don't want them to like brown. So these are now getting nice and yellow, but they're not getting brown. This is kind of what we want. So they're just starting to caramelize a bit. So now I'm going to stir in my flour, and this will turn into a roux here. And after this point we will switch from a spatula, in this case a nice solid wooden spatula, to a whisk. As we start to get the once our roux has been formed, and you can cook this for a few minutes too, if you want. In fact, cooking this for a few minutes can help produce a smoother sauce, so I do recommend it. Yeah. So we're going to start basically mixing our milk into the roux and vigorously whisking it. And it doesn't take a lot at once. And at first something kind of like a dough and then like a porridge will form, and then it will slowly thin down into a sauce. So I'm not quite out of milk yet, but I'm still going to add some salt, maybe like a quarter teaspoon to start with, and I'll freshly grind some pepper in a bit, but I want to kind of check the salt levels periodically. A lot of dishes do better if you salt often rather than salt all at once, and that's what we're going to do here. So I've added all the milk. Now I am just waiting for this to thicken up a little more. Then I'll take it off the heat, add the black pepper, and this is actually looking pretty nice. So I think I'm going to take it off the heat now. It will thicken up a little bit afterwards, but let's add some of that nice freshly ground black pepper. Stir that in. And then just a hair of nutmeg. So I'm just going to take my grater here, just a pinch. We don't want this to be a nutmeg sauce. The nutmeg is there to enhance the flavor, not take the flavor. This is looking and smelling delicious. I will adjust. Actually, that's really good. I don't think I need to adjust this at all. Next up, I'll prepare some veggies for the taste test, and then we'll do a taste test. So, I opted to just saute some zucchini with a little bit of butter, olive oil, and margarine. I think a little butter and olive oil never hurt anyone, so it always makes me happy, so that's what I did. Now I spooned a little bit of sauce on the top. And now we will do a taste test. And now for the taste test, and this is all smelling really good to me, so I'm just going to pick some up and have it. So what's really incredible about the sauce is how subtle it is. Instead of really tasting the sauce as a sauce, what you actually get is a sort of mild onion overtone to whatever was put on the sauce. It's really nice. It elevates the food without overwhelming it. I still taste the zucchini and everything else, but I also get this just sort of wonderful highlight of onion on top. It's really, really nice. Now, if you like this content, you'd like to see more of it, please like, share, subscribe. If you have anything to say about this dish, please let me know in the comments. At any rate, recipes in the description. Bon appetit, and see you next week.